Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your February 2019 mid-month general readings. I apologize ahead of time for any coughing I might do during the reading. I am just getting over a bad bronchial thing, and I'm over the feeling horrible part, but forgive me if I sound a bit like an asthmatic frog. Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome to any newcomers and welcome to subscribers and returners. Thank you for those of you who follow this YouTube channel regularly, and thank you to all those of you who take the time to send in your support, feedback, and comments. Thanks to all of my clients out there. You guys always keep me so busy in reaching out for those personal one-on-one readings, and it's an honor and a pleasure always to read for all of you, as I say. For those of you who are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, live or recorded, you can get more info and contact details by clicking on the description bar below, or indeed just clicking on the description bar attached to any of the videos I post. You can also go to my YouTube channel's homepage and click on the little About button there. Feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. I do a wide variety of readings of all different types and lengths in all the main areas of life. In addition to gift readings and 6 and 12-month overviews, which take a look at what's coming in your life for the next 6 or 12 months and all the main areas, depending on how far ahead you want to look. So if you're interested, send me an email. We'll go from there. Turnaround time is pretty good for personal readings. I do readings full-time, 5 to 6 days a week. It is the sum total of what I do. So I work pretty diligently with people's schedules to get them readings as quickly as we can. All right, so on to the reading. This reading is for the fire sign of Leo, our lovely lions, for the last half of February 2019. Remember to watch your rising and moon sign videos if you know them, if you're able. It can provide additional clarification because, as those of you who are regular watchers know, general readings can resonate a little differently for everybody because there's so many people watching. Okay, Leo, let's see what's in store for you for the last half of February 2019. Okay, Leo, around the middle third week or so, we have the King of Swords, followed by Judgment. Around the last week, towards or at the end of February, we have the Eight of Wands, followed by the Ten of Cups. From the bottom of the deck, representing overall focus and advice, we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. So this one's pretty clear, Leo. I know that the beginning of the month videos for a lot of the signs seem to be in a position of, you know, everybody's kind of transitioning out of one cycle, or some of us have been struggling to bring a cycle to a close and move on to something next. Taking what lessons we learn with us. And I did see a lot of, you know, trying to make important decisions and choices in how to move forward, both in love, in career, in spiritual paths, etc. So around the middle of the month, I see this decision or choice coming into play for you, Leo. And I feel like for some of you, there may be a choice that's about a specific issue in your life, but the ramifications of the choice are really about how you're choosing to live your life in terms of your life path, your ideologies, your perhaps moral foundation or spiritual foundation moving forward. So while the choice or the decision maybe for some of you has to do with a relationship, specific relationship, or perhaps a job, work, or career path, I feel like underlying that is you're kind of making a choice about how the next large chapter of your life is you're choosing to live. So this decision that you make is going to have long-lasting consequences. It's going to set a firm foundation for positive or not so positive kind of moving forward for the next significant chapter of your life. And I'm seeing that in the first two cards around the middle of the third week or so, time always being kind of fluid. We have the King of Swords followed by Judgment. So the King of Swords, this is air energy. Air is the element which governs the suit of swords. Always when I'm in a reading, something goes off or pops up on my screen. So the King of Swords is about For some of you, this could represent an actual person who is specific in your life, perhaps about or having something to do with this choice or decision you have to make. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising, showing up as a male but could be a female as well. Swords is air energy, and in the tarot, this is the energy of the mind, what goes on in our heads, mental, cerebral, intellectual energy, how we think, our thoughts, ideas, etc. It's about our belief systems and our ideologies, because that affects the way that we see the world, relate to the world, communicate to the world and to people in the world, our words and our ideas and how we view things. So the King of Swords, kings and queens representing individuals who have mastered their suit, meaning that they have come to a place of self-mastery over the character traits which are inherent to their suit. So the King of Swords is somebody who's very clear thinking. This is someone who evaluates things in an objective way, or as objective as possible. This is someone who is not prone to making decisions that are driven purely by his emotions or feelings. This is somebody who, in fact, would be willing to sacrifice his own emotions and desires and wants on the altar of reality, of truth, of what is truly the best thing to do, which is not necessarily always what we want to do. This is about clear thinking, insight, seeing the truth for what it really is and making a decision based on that. That's the fundamental energy of the King of Swords. So what clarifies the King of Swords is judgment, the major arcana card of judgment, and herein lies the choice. Judgment typically shows up when there is a choice to be made, a decision to be made, a path to be chosen. And it's a pretty profound card, a pretty impactful card, not just because it's major arcana card, energies of God, Spirit, the angels, and guides. Or specifically powerful energy and advice. There's an air of finality to judgment, meaning that whatever you choose to do with this choice, this decision, this path you're thinking of taking or not taking, it's going to set the stage for something for quite some time to come, something that you're not going to be able to reverse or go back from. So the accompanying advice to judgment is to consider very carefully before you make this decision. Consider your choices, not just what the options are, but what could be the most likely outcome of the choice if you decide to move ahead, if you decide not to move ahead, and make a decision based on overall what you see as truth, as clarity. Truth does not change. What we want may be driven by our emotions and feelings, which isn't necessarily bad either, but this is a decision that needs to be made with truth and reality as the foundation of that. Now, at or towards the end of the month, we have the Eight of Wands, clarified by the Ten of Cups. Lovely, beautiful energy. I'm getting kind of a reunion feeling for some of you off of this. The Eight of Wands is a card that implies movement. It can represent travel too, messages, conversations, very active conversations, very active messages, talks, communication flowing back and forth very positively. Sometimes it can represent waiting for communication, but if you are, they are coming very swiftly, likely at the very end of February. And for some of you, I feel like this is talking and conversing that's happening in the very beginning of March as well. And there may be travel attached to this. I feel like some of you are traveling to see a loved one or family, or a loved one or family is traveling to see you as well. I do feel this kind of happy home reunion energy, and it is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the happy home card. In the tarot, tens represent cycles completing, a culmination or achievement, something coming full circle. Cups is water energy. In the tarot, this is emotional energy, energy of the heart, emotions, feelings, also the area of our life that deals with relationships, because that is an emotionally based area of our life. This represents the culmination of emotional happiness and contentment, particularly in regards to home, family. This is one of the marriage cards, marriage, home blessings, childbirth, children, family, kind of feeling at the place where, feeling like you're finally at a place where things have finally come together. You've come full circle, and there's this sense of happiness, of peace, of contentment, of of a solid continuity, again, particularly where home and family are concerned. And I am distinctly getting some reunion energy. You are rejoining, some of you are rejoining a loved one or loved family member, something of that sort, whether you're traveling to them or they're traveling to you. Some of you, there may be discussions about, I think some of you, there may be discussions about how your home and family life is going to proceed moving forward, which I feel for a lot of you is the underlying energy of what this choice or decision is in your life moving forward. Many of you, this will likely be a relationship reading of some kind, whether it's a decision about a certain perhaps romantic relationship if you're moving forward, perhaps to marriage, to home, to growing your family, conversations about commitment, about what that means, about what the two of you envision. Some of you, it may be just having conversations and making plans about your home and family, if the decision whether to unify that coming together as part of it or not. I'm feeling blended families for some of you as well. Some of you, this could be in the work career path area of your life. You may be making a significant decision about job, about work, about career path. Maybe a decision it looks like for a lot of you, it's a decision that could potentially affect your home and family life. But I have a very positive feeling about this. It has a very positive, hopeful feeling to it. There is a fair amount of emotion in it. But again, whatever this decision or choice is, this path that you're considering taking, make sure that you have a very healthy dose and foundation of what is right, what is true, what is good, according to what you feel in this area of your life how you need to proceed. Because whatever this choice or decision is that you make, the path that you take from here is not one that you can really go back on. So consider very carefully and be realistic. Do not have your head stuck in the cloud. Even though we have this happy home feeling, it's not a fantasy. And these conversations and communications that you're having around this issue in regards to your home and family life and how it proceeds moving forward needs to be realistically based as well. And that is further underscored by your crowning card representing overall energy, focus, and advice from Spirit. For the remainder of February 2019 is the Seven of Cups in reverse. Very clear, especially it's a great accompaniment to that King of Swords because he does not have his head stuck in the clouds. The Seven of Cups in the upright position can represent a rather dreamy, illusionary, daydreaming, fantasy kind of energy, considering multiple options and the potential of what could be. It's a dreamer kind of card. And this is not a negative either. Each one of these cups is filled with basically what represents potential, the promise of something, what something could be. I am often reminded when I look at this card of the young person who wants to be an astronaut one week, a doctor another week, a ballerina the next week, a firefighter, something. Each one of those goals is realizable if you pick that goal, you set your goal, you set all the smaller goals that you need to achieve, and then you begin working towards manifesting that into reality. Considering all of these things, or making a decision based on the promise or potential of what you wish things could be and making your decision based on that is not wise. That's not what the King of Swords would do. The King of Swords would say, okay, these are all beautiful potentials in regards to my home and family. What is right? What is the right decision for me moving forward? And what is achievable and what is the right decision? I feel like ultimately it's about not having your head stuck in the clouds about how the decision you're making moving forward. It needs to be made based on what is your truth and what is the reality, because reality is truth. We can ignore it, we can put something else on it, but truth remains. And in your conversations and communications about how you proceed forward, whatever this choice or decision is, particularly around your home and family, make sure that you are not afraid to speak what your truth is, what you know to be right moving forward. And if that means that you move forward without someone in your life, then so be it. Because if you're both, if this is a relationship issue for some of you, if you're both not on the same page, then ultimately that relationship is kind of doomed to fail. So make sure that you're both on the same page and that you're working towards the same goals. Be loving, be supportive, and ask for the same, but be realistic in how you move forward from this. So Leo, that pretty much sums up your February 2019 mid-month reading. I hope you find it useful and will continue to as the month continues to play out. Again, if any of you are interested in a more personal one-on-one reading with me, live or recorded, please click on the description bar below or the description bar attached to any of my videos. You can go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on the little About button there, and you can email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. You can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo under Irish Gypsy, and that link is also provided. Instantgo is good for fast answers to quick, easy questions. For the more complex issues, more traditional readings, just email me for those, and I will get back to you within the same day or the first 24 hours of your initial contact with more information. So Leo, I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the March 2019 general readings. And until then, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Take care, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.